So I had to open a brand new packet of scrunchies to get this one because I wanted this color. And I was gonna make y'all a video yesterday and I got really excited, and then 10 minutes later I forgot what the video was gonna be about. I'm making a video later with Anina and Honey, and I'm not gonna be wearing makeup on my eye. I usually only wear eyeliner, I don't wear makeup anyway, but I put the eyeliner on just to define my eyes better, and I'm not gonna be wearing it because I spent 2 days with Mark Atwood and we filmed our book, and then I drove home and I was very tired, and it was a huge effort, massive effort to stay awake. And when I got home I looked and my eye was totally bloodshot, like all red, burst blood vessel in my eye. So I don't want to put the eyeliner in. I don't know if you can see, I don't even want to show you. It's getting better, it is. Although my kids think it's gross, it is gross. So my body's been hurting. I haven't gone to the gym. I wanted to go for a walk and I ran out of energy. Why am I making this video for you now? I'm telling you how I am. And in the back of my mind I have a voice that says, you're clearing for the collective. I know I'm clearing for the collective because I do more. I go above and beyond what I'm supposed to do as a human being. Maybe I'm not one. Maybe I'm not a human being. But here's the thing. All these energies that are coming in right now are hitting and targeting frequencies in you that need to clear. And it's overwhelming, it's exhausting. Your body's doing its best. And my body's doing its best. I've got low energy levels, which is why I'm not going for a walk. And I have to admit to y'all, I was waiting for the attack, the psychic attack, because I'm writing a book with Mark Atwood about psychic attack, and it hasn't happened. So I'm not here doing my happy dance. I'm here going, that's interesting. Isn't that interesting that it hasn't happened? It hasn't happened for him too, as far as I'm aware. I must ask him today. But anyway, so I just wanted to check in because I know I've been quiet, and being quiet is part of it. So I wanted to let you know that this is me right now. My tinnitus is very loud. My eye is very bloodshot. Very tired. There's a lot of verys. Low energy. And all the planets are beginning to go direct this month. And I'm in the middle of watching a couple of videos, actually, 3 or 4 videos with other light workers. And their take on what's coming in November. And why am I doing this? Because I feel, and I have said on my channel before, I've said I can't watch this person anymore, or this person has changed. I'm changing. And I'm not taking things personally anymore, and I think that's really what I want to say here is I went back and I watched a video with 2 people that I watched a video from before and had to turn off because the energy just making me feel ill, and I'm watching them again because I decided that we've changed timeline, and that the people on my timeline, these people on my timeline, because they're on my timeline, because they're in my awareness, serve me. I decided this. At some level they serve me. I don't know what level that is. It could be to trigger me, because that serves me. It could be to piss me off. There you go, trigger, because it serves me. Or it could be to help. And so by not engaging thickly with them, but watching from over here, they're talking away. I'm not in here with them. I'm over here. As an empath, we always try to connect all of the bits. Do you know, like Avatar, where they're sitting on their animals and they pick up the little neurological thing and then they bind with it, We don't need to do that anymore. We can just sit you could just watch and not bind. We can watch and connect. Stay present and focused in our own energy field and not try and feel into, well, what are they really saying? What are they not saying? We can stop doing that. It's really good, actually. It means you can watch crap TV and enjoy it and not feel like you have to go and fix the actors, because you can tell what's going on underneath. Anyway, I'm watching these 2 people that I watched before that I switched off, as I've said, and I'm actually enjoying it. And they're laughing at people who are in pain, like they're better than those people who are in pain, and I'm looking at them and I'm going, that's interesting. and they're saying something and it's like, yeah, I agree with that. And they're saying something else and I'm going, no, I don't think that's what it is. And we're having a conversation and I don't have to fix them and I don't have to feel them, and it's just incredibly wonderful. So if you have that awareness of yourself, are you melding your energy field with someone you're watching, or are you just watching them? Are you trying to feel into me now? Just ask yourself that. I mean, this is what we do. But when you have an awareness, you can stop doing it. And I think then that frees you up to wake up in the morning like I did with Pharrell singing a happy song, going, I feel happy, nah, 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 nah. And I'm going, what is that song? And then the lyrics start to play in my mind and I go, oh, happy. I guess I am happy. I'm happy even though I've got a really badly bloodshot eye. My hip is probably out. I've got loud tinnitus. My body is aching like I'm 80 years old. But I am happy because I know I'm clearing this stuff and it will go. And every day is something new. I mean, my brother texted me this morning and he said, let's do breakfast or lunch. What's your best day this week? And I wrote back and I said, every day is my best day. And I told my husband that and he thought that was funny. It's like something a child would say, every day is my best day. But I feel that. And then he said, well, you're lucky. I said, no, I'm not lucky. Lucky is random. And I don't believe in random and I don't believe in luck. I wasn't going to give him a lecture. I'm not lucky. I worked for this. I worked for this. So all of the energies that are coming in, that are triggering, that are showing us, that are releasing, I just want to, I know I've talked a long time. I'm going to talk a little bit longer here just for a minute. I like to keep these short just to keep you engaged. But here's another piece that you might not be aware of. And it's interesting because I've been watching Loki and all the, what is he, a variant, and the timelines that split and the different parallels and the multiverse. And for me, Loki, the show, besides being unbelievable to see half of it happening in McDonald's, like an actual McDonald's, it's not product placement. They were actually in a McDonald's. It's like, whoa. I said this to my boy and he's like, well, that's because they've no money and so they probably got 10 million for that, for McDonald's. So yeah, okay. But the storyline is about the main timeline and it's splitting and it parallels and it's all collapsing and then it's going this way and it's going that way and they're trying to control it and they can't control it. Isn't that interesting? So from what I felt, and I talked to Honey and she actually told me exactly what I was feeling, which was exactly what I thought it was. As we're moving on, this is the master timeline, and Jason Estes calls it the master timeline, and I think it's a wonderful name for it. We're on the master timeline. The resonance and frequency of this master timeline is high. And it's as if we have, as a collective, decided we're not living in shit anymore. We're not living with evil anymore. And that's probably why I'm not getting attacked for this book. But what's happening is all of these other timelines and parallels are collapsing into each other and dissolving because they're no longer needed. And so the aspects of you that were on these timelines are just floating there in nothingness. No, they're coming into you on the master timeline. Wham, bam, wham, wham. And it happened to me in September and I was racked with grief because my child, I just don't even want to say this. It's something that did not happen to me in this timeline happened to one of the aspects of me in another timeline, and it was my worst nightmare, and I felt all the grief from that, and it was like, this isn't mine, but it is mine. So if you feel like you're going back in Groundhog Day and you're revisiting stuff that you thought you dealt with, it's probably because the aspects of you that have showed up now in the master timeline haven't dealt with it. So this is what I'm saying. No light worker is better than anybody else. We're all doing this work together. So just be nice to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Oh, I didn't hear anything. Mom, if you're still watching this, yes, I'm driving. So I just want to say as I'm finished, because, Mark Atwood's always like, you have to finish with a call to action. You have to finish with something for them to do. On the 29th of November, I'm going to be teaching a class. It's called Clairsentience, Divination, Master Timelines. I Actually, I don't remember what it's called, but it's about all of those things. It's about your knowing. I'm going to be giving a healing for a confidence and intuition boost. And I'm gonna be taking questions from the audience, and there's a chat group as well, so you can interact with me. And we're talking about psychic readings, clairaudience, clairsentience. It's your knowing, being an empath, and the master timelines, the collapse of the parallels, and how to do oracle cards, angel cards, how to use your phone to predict the future. You know, I don't know what the heck. It's just so much stuff coming in. So we'll have 2 hours with me where we talk about all of this stuff, and I answer your questions on the 29th of November. So it's all on my website. Everything I do is on my website. The link is below. And maybe I'll see you there. And please comment in the comments. Tell me, what do you think about what I'm saying? How's your body doing? How are you looking after yourself? Maybe you can give some tips on looking after yourself to people who are watching, who still don't give themselves permission to look after themselves. And I'll see you in the next video.